Hey guys, Rick here with Life of a Punter. Saturday features Bayern Munich hosting Hamburg, and we have two bets lined up for this game, which are Bayern Munich to win and match goes over 3.5, as well as Bayern Munich to score in both halves. And I want to show you the rationale as to how we came up with these bets so that if you want to take these bets, you can bet with confidence. So Bayern, over the last 6 games, they've won 5 of their last 6. They're currently considered a Group 1 side since they are in first place and they are a Champions League side in Bundesliga. Hamburg, on the other hand, haven't won any of their last 6 games, and they're currently sitting in second last place, so worthy of a Group 4 spot of relegation sides. And over the last 5 seasons in Bundesliga, these two sides have played against each other 10 times. Bayern are the overwhelming favorites and the dominant force here, and it's a very high-scoring matchup. The average match goal is 4.8 goals per game. But what I want to show you is how in particular this game is being played at Bayern, because it's drastic change there. The average match goal goes up to 7.2 goals per game, which is extremely high. Pretty much everything's almost 100%. Your match goes over 2.5 is 100%, 100% for at least a goal in the first half. Bayern scored each and every single time in the first half. Score both halves is 100%. And looks like Bayern's going to get their goal likely before the 30th minute. And if you look at the historical scorelines, you can see the very high-scoring nature of this match. Last season, Bayern won 8-0. Season before that, 5-0. 8-0 again, and then back in 2013, a 9-2 game. 11 goals scored in that game. Just absolutely ridiculous. So that's why you're going to want to be backing goals in this game. So your job and our job as punters is to make sure that you can find bets that are consistent, or stats that are consistent across at least more than one parameter. Right? So what I'm looking at here is how has Bayern Munich played at home over the last 5 seasons against Group 4 sides. So there's been 17 games played. Bayern hasn't lost any of those games, so I still really like Bayern Munich to win. There's typically goals in the first half, as shown here by 88%, and Bayern has scored each and every single time that there's been a goal in the first half. Score both halves does go down to 65%, so a little bit of inconsistency there, but still the average match goal is 3.24, so typically a high scoring matchup here against Bayern at home against Group 4 sides. And you can see some recent score lines: 4 goals against Mainz, 5 against Wolfsburg, 4 against Ingolstadt, 4 against Hanover. So I'm liking there to be at least 3 or more goals scored in this game. Now looking at the flip side, Hamburg against Group 1 sides, because remember Bayern Munich is a Group 1 side. I'm going to change this filter to away. So what I'm reading here is how has Hamburg played away from home over the last 5 seasons against Group 1 sides. And this is something where it verifies the very high scoring nature of Hamburg away from home to Group 1 sides. There's been 17 games played. Hamburg has only won 1 of those games, but this is what I really like. The average match goal is 5.18 goals per game. So there's a consistent trend there that this is going to be a very high scoring game. And there's been a goal in the first half each and every single time. Hamburg struggled to score, scoring about 47% of the time, but they concede each and every single time. Right? And looking at Group 1 sides, score both halves goes up to 88%, so very high. So what we've found so far is that there are 2 or 3 things that are very consistent in this match. Bayern is going to win. There's going to be at least 3 or 4 goals scored in this game. Most likely more. Most likely maybe about 5 or 6 goals. And Bayern's going to score in the first half and likely in the second half. So Bayern to score in both halves should hit. So what I'm going to do now is take a look at the odds for this game. Bayern to win, of course, the bookies are predicting Bayern to win, so the odds very low at 1.12. And if you look at the goals market, match goes over 3.5 is hitting or paying 1.90 odds. So I do like that. And if you want to go very, an extremely high scoring game, like a match goes over 5.5 or 6.5, maybe throw down like a half a unit or 0.25 of a unit, you can definitely get some juicy odds there at 5.5 or 11 odds. Or if you think it's going to be an 8-0, once again, like it was in the past 2 or 3 seasons, you can get 21 odds for that, which is absolutely ridiculous. Throw down $5 and that is a $100 payout from a $5 bet. But what we really like in this one is Bayern to win and match goals over 3.5, which I have to go back here to the main market. No lies, sorry about that. Let me just go back. Yeah, sorry, right here. Bayern Munich to win and match goals over 3.5, paying 2.05 odds. I really like that. So that's definitely what we're going to be doing. And as well, what I really like is Bayern Munich to score in both halves. That's paying 1.50 odds. And for those of you who do want to do the cheeky match goal over 5.5 or 6.5 or 7.5, that's returning some great odds. But one thing that you're going to want to do, Bayern is playing Champions League next week, so definitely going to want to double check the lineup to see if maybe they've made wholesale changes there. But let's see, because they won the first leg 5-0 or something like that. So the chances that they will rest their players for Champions League, I'm not really sure. So before you place these bets, definitely want to check on the lineup before you do that. Okay, so that's it for me this week. Join us on Telegram, where we are going to chat about this bet and many more bets for this weekend. Our handle is @thepunterlife, which I'm going to post a link below this video. Join us there, where we're going to talk about this and many more bets for the weekend. Great, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.